Hello, this is a quick video just to guide you on how to upload your content on LinkedIn. So if you've received the content from me, maybe you've received your LinkedIn banner or your LinkedIn text. So what I highly recommend for you to do, first of all, go to your LinkedIn profile, right? You're gonna find this right here. Go to me right here. Then of course go to now. And not the first thing. Anyway, let's go to me first. So this is me, right? So this will be your profile. If you haven't done that already, I highly recommend you to go here to change your profile there. By default, LinkedIn is going to send you, a link. They're going to give you a default link that's probably going to have a combination of your name and a bunch of numbers. So we don't want that. So I highly recommend you if you haven't done that already. So you can go here, this little pencil right here, see where it says profile, public profile and URL. This is how LinkedIn will be able to search. This how people can actually search you. So I highly recommend you come in here on LinkedIn, go on that profile, go in there and change how people see you, right? Personalize the URL of your profile. So you come right here. Mine has already been my name, so I'm not changing that. So you can still be able to see where it says linkedin.com forward slash n so forward slash in in right there forward slash your name. So go in there and just type your name, then sometimes you may type in your name and it says that somebody's already taken that, and you wonder like, why somebody took your name, right? If you see that, I highly recommend you can go in there and maybe you can add your credential, maybe a BS, a PhD, DR, doctor, whatever, MD, whatever works for you. So do that and save. Then it's not going to save your name as that's how your name is going to be. That's how your name is going to be listed moving forward on your LinkedIn profile. So you see here, mine actually has my name here, right? But one of the most important thing I want you to pay close attention to, after you've done that, the second thing what I want us to do is to change your banner section. So if you come on LinkedIn, you're going to find see this banner right here, right? Come on here, click that little pencil. It's going to ask you to change. Now, LinkedIn by default gives you a whole bunch of stuff. When you say change, it's going to take you to your page where you can actually go in there. If you say change, it's going to take you, if you click change. So after you probably receive the document that I sent you, right, or the file that I sent you, you can save them on your computer. When it says change, it's going to take you to the page that you have. To your computer, you can grab one of the files there and put it here, right? So the page that I created for you already is already designed for mobile optimization, which means that if it's even if you're looking at your profile on your mobile phone, it's not some of the text is not gonna overflow because sometimes if people create like LinkedIn banner, the text is gonna overflow into the picture, into the image, but that's not what we want, right? So the LinkedIn banner that you have has been optimized to ensure that your text doesn't overflow into the picture, into the profile picture. So once you do that, you can go ahead and click apply, and then it's not going to apply. It's going to apply that new picture that we just uploaded. I'm not going to change mine because I just like mine. I mean, I'm going to change this maybe sometime like next week. Then if you have your headshot, nice beautiful headshot here, you can simply go ahead and do that as well. Go ahead and do your beautiful headshot here as well. So after you've done that, I want us to take a look and go to you see, if you haven't verified your profile yet, I highly recommend you to do that because LinkedIn wouldn't recognize you as kind of a verified person, and they will think like you're fake. Or sometimes if you send a message to somebody, it's not going to be delivered because either the person has like security measures on their profile. So I highly recommend you to go ahead and put in there, do your verification. If you haven't done the verification, it's gonna say something like verification required, something like that. So go in there and do the verification. It's probably gonna need like your phone, not phone number, your like national ID. If you're in the US, if you're not in the US, probably gonna need you maybe you ask for another form of verification. So I recommend you to go ahead and do that verification for your profile. Now the next thing I want us to do is this is what we call the header section of your LinkedIn profile. This header section has 220 character limit. So most people use it to their header section very, very poorly because they will just have a limited, maybe they just have like one line. Or perhaps, people always have their company name, the company where they're currently working at. For example, if somebody is working at the NIH, they'll just say program manager at the NIH. Okay, what does that mean? Right? I mean, you're kind of, you're like you're advertising the company, but LinkedIn is all about yourself, right? It's all about you, not like a company or whatever. Um, so now you have this header section here. So to change the header section, if you have something by default, if you haven't done already, come down to the next pencil. I will see the next pencil right here. It's going to be on the top right. The next pencil. Now, this next pencil section gives you an opportunity. You can change your name or add some credentials to your name if you want. I don't like credentials, so I'm not a fan of that. So go in there and put in your credentials if you want. Put them there. If you have to, if you like things like pronouns and stuff, you can go ahead and do that as well. Then obviously you type in there. So if you already received your text from me or your folder from me or whatever, go in there and type that, put that information there, right? Just copy and paste that there because this has been created. I actually literally had to count them, making sure that I have the correct number of characters there. So go in there and put that headline there. That just makes you nice looking, right? Once you do, you can select your school, whatever. I'm currently in Washington D.C., so you can go ahead and add some information there. This is my page. This if you have a link, if you have some kind of thing, wherever, you can go ahead and do that as well. If you don't, it's fine. You just go ahead and save it. All right, so now moving along to the about section of your LinkedIn profile. So about section is beautiful, right? Again, you see the little pencil right there. Go to the little pencil, click that. The about section has a character limit of 2,600 characters, right? So 2,600 characters. If you have LinkedIn Premium, it's probably going to ask you a whole bunch of other things. But I do have LinkedIn Premium. I have LinkedIn Premium, so if I'm going to ask me all these things here, I want to use AI to write for me. I'm not interested in that. Um, so this is my about section. Again, just copy the about section that I've sent to you. Just put in there, right? I'll be able to create this about section, optimized to ensure that it captivates everything that you need, everything that you're supposed to have there, and optimized as well for the keywords, making sure that you're searchable. So those are some of the things that your profile has been highlighted for. So I highly recommend you to go ahead, copy that text, put it in right here, and save it. Now you notice things like emojis. Emojis are good. I might have added emojis on on your profile. Emojis are good for visibility, right? They are very good for visibility. It provides you, um, it gives you an ability for your profile to stand out and also enhances the readability. So when somebody can actually look at your profile, and these emojis are colorful. Colors always kind of have a tendency of captivating the audience. So that's the psychology. That's a little psychology behind it. So if you see emojis there, it doesn't mean you're childish or anything. It just means that we're trying to enhance visibility for your profile. Now you can go ahead and look at top skills. Now top skills, if you're looking for a job, um, you are this top skill. The top skills should be identified in that section, in the where we had where we did this headline section here. In the headline section, you see top skills there. But I want us to now go to there. These are all like my crazy posts. Now I want us to now go to the experience section. Right now, the experience section is good because if you're experience section, you can come right here. Now, if you want to add a new position, right, you have to click that pencil first. The pencil means like you're editing the whole thing. So if you edit the whole thing now, you come in here and put the plus sign if you want to add a new role, right? So for example, if you don't have anything here, I highly recommend you to come here and add a new role, add those positions there as well. Now if you have some things there, If you have some things there and you want to edit them, so you can go ahead and click the plus sign or plus sign to add a new position, or if you want to add a career break, right, you can go ahead and add a career break as well. Secondly, if you want to add a new position, come in here, click on the plus sign. It's going to add a new position there as well. This is going to just add new position for your profile. No, if you want to edit, sorry, if you want to edit, just click here. Now, the edit means that maybe you currently have a position, you currently have some roles added to your LinkedIn profile, but now you want to be able to optimize your LinkedIn profile. So you can go ahead to click that pencil button right there. It's not going to give you positions. Go in. And one of the things you also going to notice is that LinkedIn gives you is highlights on the skill sets based on what you've already written on your profile, right? So um, here you can go ahead and just copy the text that I sent you, just put them in here. Some text might also have like emojis. Again, I highly encourage you to just copy the emojis and put them there because again it increases just the readability of your profile, right? So take for example, you can see that this position right here at danger. The positions right here at danger, you can see that this position has a lot of emojis here, right? Um, don't be scared about the whole thing because again, LinkedIn gives you 2,000 characters here. For you to be able to put in those 2,000 characters, that's the 2,000 character limit. So go in there, put those information there as well. Really. Now LinkedIn also have it. They kind of want to use a nice thing like, oh, are you currently working? So you can put it there, start date, end date. Now LinkedIn, you actually use a month and the year, which I think is brilliant. And sometimes I tell some of my clients like, oh, we use a month and the year. They're like, why do we need the month and the year? I'm not listening. The month and the year is also good for like ATS thing, but LinkedIn enhances their platform to ensure that you can be able to capture that. If you're currently working in a company, of course, just mark current. If you're not working in the company, just take that out, and it's not going to give you the month and the year that you're supposed to be working there. Now I've forgotten when I actually worked there. I'm not going to save that. I'm just going to X out on this discard. I don't even remember the last when I left that role. All right, so you've added the net. You've been able to modify that. You've changed your banner, you've changed your header picture. Now, you've also done some work on your experience, right? So your profile is pretty looking nice. It's looking nice. Now, I want you to pay a little attention. If you come to these positions, right, you're going to notice that on each row, it's going to ask you a bunch of skills. Now, LinkedIn gives you a limit of 50, I think 50 skills that it limits you for. So on those 50 skills, it means that in every position, LinkedIn is going to ask you to like, say for example, come here. They'll ask you what are some of the skills that you've identified in this position. Top five skills, right? Business ownership, finance, community outreach, right? So how are these things? Community outreach. Maybe I'm going to add one more if I want to add some. I can certainly be able to do that. So this now means that you have those skills. You acquire those skills within that position, right? So you're gonna notice that for sometimes it's gonna pop up. Links is gonna show up. It's gonna show those skills to you. If other times it doesn't show up, just copy some of the skills that I've sent to you as well. Use those skill set as well. Just put them into those respective positions for you. Now, if you have some pictures about your study, about whatever you did, just go ahead and put them in there as well. It just makes your profile looks nice, right? Makes your profile looks nice. 21 CFR, just go in again, plug those skill set as well. That just make your profile looks beautiful and searchable as well. Remember, I always say that LinkedIn, the job search on LinkedIn is not a one time. It's not like a one way street. It's always the two-way street, right? Because they're looking for you and you're also looking for them, right? You're looking for a job and they're looking for candidates, right? So that's one of the things I really want you to pay close attention to. Um, don't always feel like, oh, you have to be the one looking for a job, and for them to find you they have to see you, right? And for them to see you, you have to be searchable, you have to be visible for them to see you. So those are some of the things, right? So doing that, your LinkedIn is pretty much in shape. But I want to do one more thing. If you got your resume from me and all that stuff, I want you to go to your resume section. I want us to go to your resume section, upload your resume on your profile. And how do we do that? You go to your name. You see what I just did, right? You go to your name right there. You click on settings and privacy. Right. On settings and privacy, that's where we're going to be able to see your name. I want us to just go in there and put in your the resume. The resume. Now, when you put in your resume on LinkedIn, it's also going to show you a couple of things. How do you? Let me just go to that. So it's going to show you. Now, let's look at job. Let me just go to job. Where is that job? We're going to have it in the account. Don't want to do that. Account signing, data privacy. So let me see. This is where I know that I did it. I did it just about a week ago. A week ago, I was here. Okay, so I think this is job application settings. Oh, where is it taking me right now? Okay, so you see where you click on that setting. Now I didn't want to save any of my resume or anything. For example, I turned it off. If you wanna, don't turn it off, right? You want your resume to be visible. So if you go to that setting page, if you go to that setting page, right, you'll be able to go on application settings. We click on application settings. Let's just go back to it and just show you what I'm talking about. So you are on data and privacy. If you remember, going on your LinkedIn profile, on the go to me, you see the drop down, go to settings and privacy. Then it's going to bring you here. So go to data privacy. Now you go to data privacy, you want to come to where it says job seeking preferences, right? Job seeking preferences, what does that mean? It means that you want to be looking for job seeking preferences. Um, Now, do you want your signal? You want to signal interest to recruiters at companies that you've created job alerts for? You want to say yes to this, but I'm just going to say no. I don't care about this. They can go ahead and actually um, you can actually go in there and store like your safe job alerts, which I'm gonna do that in another video for you. So go on the job application settings. So click on that. It's going to take you to a new page. Literally, what it's just asking you here is save your resumes and application data. So you want to be able to save your resume and application data for future. Say, for example, if you see a job that has like something they call easy apply. So easy apply means that somebody, maybe somebody on from their LinkedIn profile was able to post that job. So you able to just use that resume that has been uploaded and just apply for that position. So that resume that I've already sent to you, go here where it says share resume data with recruiters. Click here to upload a resume. Then make sure this is turned on to make sure their resume is visible. Then of course have this on as well. Now you want to allow the paper. You want to allow LinkedIn to save personal demographic information. You can go ahead and do that as well. I don't. I'm gonna turn all of this off. So go ahead and do that. Then of course don't turn it off like I did. I'm turning it off because I don't want to have a new resume there. So go in there and do that and close that out. And my friends, your resume, your LinkedIn profile is in good shape, right? All right, I'm gonna do another video for you, just on like some specific tricks that I want to share with you. So hopefully, I hope that this was helpful. So your profile should be looking pretty nice at this point, right? Very nice looking. This is a whole bunch of stuff that people are posting on my profile anyway. So this should be looking very nice for you. So I appreciate you being here. Thanks for your time as well. And I will send you. Make sure you check out the other videos that I'm gonna be sending out. So all right, speak to you soon. Ciao.